Guys, can you hear us? If you're in the live chat, tell us whether you can hear us or not. That'd be really good, because we're just testing out this new software. We want to see if the microphone's working. Awesome, thanks Richard. Right, live in 2 minutes. See you in a bit. Microphone on. Okay, guys, good evening, YouTube. Good evening, and welcome to episode 11 of the FPL family. My name is Lee, this is Sam, and I'm very nervous this evening. I'm nervous. We're trying out some new software. Our track record with new software and technology is not good.
Look, I don't want anything to do with this. I have no part to play in this new fandangled thing.
It's cool though, isn't it? Look, isn't it cool?
Well, I can't see it, so.
Well, you need to put your glasses on to be able to see it. But look, we've got an event list over here. We've got some chat going on over here. So guys, you obviously can't see this, guys. You'll be able to see a couple of new features when we move over to the main screen. But for us, we've got this lovely little dashboard now, which is very, very nice. So I can see.
Maybe we'll post a picture on Twitter and sorry, that was my teacup. Maybe
just to be clear what that was.
Maybe we'll post a picture of it on Twitter and Instagram later, the dashboard. So
in fact, let's take a little picture now, and then I will tweet it, and you guys can see what we're seeing. You guys that have used, so I'm using Streamlabs OBS now rather than just the bog standard OBS. So any of you guys that do. Familiar with kind of YouTube or streaming, then you'll be like, oh yeah, Streamlabs OBS, using that all the time. What are you talking about? Get with it, Grandad, you know. But, so there's a picture, guys. I'm going to tweet this afterwards because I want to get into it. So, how are you? How are you feeling? How's the wildcard looking?
How are you? What, is this like you coming home from work? How are you?
Yeah, I haven't seen you all day.
Day.
Well, to be fair, I've come in from work. We've sat down, guzzled a bit of dinner, stuck the kids in bed, and we've sat down. I've been doing all of this technology stuff. I haven't even asked, how's your day been, dear?
Yeah, fine.
Good. Okay, very good.
Little one's first full day at school today. I've had a kid.
Yes. Lost a jumper already, hasn't he?
Oh,
Lost a jumper.
So
How much are those jumpers, by the way?
It's about £13.
Oh, goodness me. Tell him
has
he got his little name in it?
Yeah, he was so
good.
upset.
Okay, good. All right. Well, make sure he finds it. Goodness sake.
Oh, bless him.
Right. So, how are you feeling about your wild card? That's what I was most going to ask. Wanted to ask you about.
I think I'm
settled yet.
Nearly. I'd say 95%.
Okay,
sorted.
okay.
There's just a couple of positions where I'm still kind of pondering.
Okay.
But I'm nearly there.
Nearly there, okay. And I must admit, guys, it is great to be back, isn't it? I mean, I'm not buying into this Nations League nonsense. They're friendlies, right? They are friendlies. I mean, I don't think the Switzerland...
Not very friendly, and he's injured, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, the Switzerland game was actually a bog standard friendly. I mean, the Spain game was Nations League. There's a little bit more about the Spain-England game, wasn't there? But not a lot. I mean, it's just a friendly in disguise.
It's very important.
No, it's not. No, I'm not buying it. No, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. It's rubbish. Absolute rubbish. So I'm glad that all of that international malarkey is over. Don't get me wrong, I got into England in the summer, right? I think most of us got into that, but now we're back into international breaks. I'm yearning for a bit of FPL, yearning for the Premier League to be back.
But you've only got a couple of weeks and then you've got another one.
Oh, I know, yeah, I know. Already looking forward to playing the Wildcard in the second international break, which is probably going to happen.
You're already looking forward to Saturday, aren't you? Missing a game because you're at soft play.
I'm very much looking forward to Saturday. Well, you will be. It's you guys that tune in regular to the FPL family live streams. You will know that Sam is going to the game, Spurs Liverpool at the weekend. I've got the kids for the day, looking after them. So I won't be able to watch the game or do any of that sort of stuff.
Of course you'll watch the game.
Oh, well, but I'll be being nagged by children the whole time. It's not quite like going to Wembley like you are.
Well, no, I mean, littlest will be asleep for the second half.
Yeah,
the second half she'll be asleep. And the big one, he'll just be watching Harry Kane and cheering for him. So, you know.
Well, yeah. Well, let's see how that goes. Guys, we're going to say hello to a few people. As you guys can see, we're on the main screen. We've got the fixtures there on the right-hand side. Big FPL family derby, Spurs versus Liverpool. I want to get into that straight away in a second because...
Repeat of not last year, please.
Well, you're absolutely spot on. I mean, that game last year, I mean, goodness me, it was the end of Lovren's career, wasn't it, basically? I mean, how that guy's even revived his career after that game, I have no idea. But he was hauled off after about 30 minutes, if you remember. Harry Kane had an absolute field day. And we just, if anything, that was the game that made me think we need to go and buy... Yeah, I was like, we need to go and get Van Dijk. And we have. We've improved. I'm hoping there's going to be a better game come Saturday lunchtime, isn't it? Saturday lunchtime.
12:30, yes.
All right, very good. So let's get into the main screen. Now, this is the first technology test.
Oh, goodness.
Are we going to be able to seamlessly go through the screens here? And actually, on the next screen, I think we should see a chat window. I'm hoping we're going to see... Goodness me, there's nothing right now. Let's hope that there's going to be like an event list come up in the top right-hand corner any minute. Yep, there it is. Okay, so that's popped up. There should be like a chat window there as well, but that doesn't look as if that's popping up. Goodness me. Oh, something's there. I've got to check this out. How do I make this look bigger? I don't know if I can. There's something there. So the chat is coming through, guys, isn't it? The chat is coming through. I'd like to be able to see this on a bigger scale there. Here we go. Look, I can do this. There's some... Yeah, you see, that's not bad. Guys, are you seeing that chat now in there? Are you seeing that? Or is that just, like, flaky? It's white writing, which is not great, actually, is it?
Alex, I'm definitely not excited to watch Salah Muller Tottenham. No,
MU Fan TV, Lee and Technology. Yeah, goodness me.
Honestly, and you can't blame me for this tonight, right? This is not my fault. Lee's like, I've got this new technology that we're going to use. Why? It never goes well.
We're literally testing this out on the fly. I mean, there's chat stuff going through. I mean, it looks all right.
Look, he's still banging on. It's 2 weeks ago, Joe. 2 weeks.
Vinyl Richie, can you have it like before? Well, Richard, look, I did actually set up this, which is kind of like, and hopefully that's transitioned now into another screen where the chat looks a little bit more like what we're used to.
Is that working better, Richard?
So I'm thinking that might be a bit better for... Alex Summerson, no, it's terrible. Yeah, it didn't look great, did it? It didn't look great. So, look, I've switched it back to what I think looks a bit better. Hopefully, Tom Clayton, that's better. Thank you, Tom.
It would not be a family stream without something going wrong.
Mr. Bombastic, much better. Vidat looks better. Cool. All right, so let's stick with that for now. I'm going to go away. I'm going to change how that text looks and maybe play around with it. But you guys...
Basically, I think what you need is a black screen behind it.
Yeah, maybe I need to get Luke to do us a graphic that's like...
Not grey,
or maybe change the colour text. Who knows? But for tonight, guys, we are where we are with this.
I just put a black box on Luke's graphic.
Yeah, I don't know. And I'm not even sure whether... I'm hoping that in the top right-hand corner, that's new also. So the whole little Firmino GIF thing that we had on the last stream didn't really work for me. And I think that you guys unanimously were like, that is guff. So I've got this now, this little event log thing in the top right-hand corner. So if we get new subs, if we get new super chats, if we get new anything, should like tick over into like a... So it shows you who's subscribed. Guys, let's see how it goes, frankly. Let's see how it goes. I'm not entirely sure this was a good idea, but we're going to see how it goes. Let's say hello to you guys. So Mike Gascoigne is here. Mike, how are you doing? Amwinit is in. How are you doing, Amwinit?
Tom Sheehan
is here. Amwinit, it's a spoon.
Arrived.
Where's the spoon?
Arrived. It's been a few weeks now.
It's been a few weeks. It should be winging its way. And also, is it Chris that should have received his mug at some stage?
Yeah, but it's going to Australia, so I mean, it's probably got to come by like... I mean, you know what the UK Postal Service is like.
Who knows?
And Jamie as well. And who else did I send a spoon to? Marson?
I think so. It's
Yeah.
to Marson, wasn't it? Yeah. So Michelle is here. Good evening, Michelle. She says Ali is out.
I know.
Ali and Hugo
do you
Lloris
know,
both out of the game.
I'm actually less worried about Ali, Michelle. From a fantasy point of view, it's annoying because there's like 6% of the game, 6.5% of the game or something that own him. For me, that's less of an issue because obviously Son's back now, so we've got the midfield options. But Lloris, I mean, Vaughan against Salah Mane.
He's actually out for a few weeks, isn't he, Lloris?
Yeah, it's a disaster.
Yeah, okay, all right. David Stewart is here. How you doing, David? Jamal's in. How you doing, Jamal? Karthik is here. How you doing, Karthik? Andrew Yee and Tom Graveyard. Is it Graveyard or no? Gravguard. Sorry, Tom, not Graveyard. Tom Gravguard.
Spurs are definitely not going to get thumped, Tom. No.
Spurs are going to get thumped. That's the sort of comment we like on here, Tom. Very, very good. Jim36061. Hello, Jim. How are you doing? Aaron is here. How are you doing, Aaron? Jasper David. Who else have we got? Talon. Jack the Cat, who I think is a new FPL account, guys. He's started Twitter this week, so go and check out Jack the Cat on Twitter. I actually don't know what your Twitter handle is. Is it at FPL Jack the Cat? I don't know. Stick your Twitter handle, Jack the Cat, into the live chat so that the guys can go and follow you. Bill X is here. What a cool name. Bill X. What if his surname is actually X? It's pretty cool, isn't it? Stephen Lang is in. Lee Devaney is here. So we've got a whole host of you guys. A whole host of you. So thank you very much for joining. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm not going to say us. Thank you for bearing with me through the technological failure that is quite frankly unveiling itself in front of our very eyes. It will be a bit. I'm determined to make this thing work, right? This bit of software. I've invested a lot of time in it. I do want to make it work. So
the thing you need to learn about Lee is that when he gets an idea in his head, it's very difficult to change his mind. Now he has decided that we're going to use this software. He will find a way to use this software.
And how annoyed do I get when I can't work out how a piece of software works?
Well, put it this way, if he can't work it out, I'm in for a bad evening.
Right. Enough of our technical woes. Enough. What I would really like to talk about is FPL. That is absolutely what we're here to talk about. If you guys are not following us on Twitter already, check out our Twitter page. It's on the left-hand side of the screen. It's at FPLFamily on Twitter. And we also got an Instagram account, which is at FPLFamily on Instagram. Are you closing in on that 1K subscribers?
Yeah,
1K
I was just going to say,
followers?
yeah, we're at 947.
Nice. Very, very good, guys. Very, very good.
Yeah, I mean, we had a bit of a lull over international break.
Didn't we all? Didn't we all? I mean, goodness me.
But the last couple of days, I think we've had something like 47 new subscribers since the little video that we did about the draft went
for
live.
FPL draft, good, wasn't it? Yeah, good fun that.
It's really kind of boosted subscribers on Instagram, so it's really good.
Yeah, great. So guys, if you haven't checked out that video already, go and check out either at FPLFamily on Twitter or Instagram. Go and check it out. Draft is a game that I hadn't played actually much at all up until that night, and then we sat around all 8 of us, and actually it was great fun, wasn't it? Really, really good fun. And now we're going to see how it goes over the course of the season.
It was really good. Really different concept because obviously this idea that you can't have the same players as each other.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think, if you play in a small group of 4 of you, you're going to get at least a couple of big hitters in your team. When there's 8 and you just see these big hitters disappearing, you think, oh my god.
Yes.
Oh.
Worth checking out the video just to see
really
how
good.
draft goes. Also to check out the shiniest head in the world. I looked at that video. I got like the shiniest head.
We didn't have a makeup artist for this.
That is it.
My hair's just got stuck on my face.
That is it. For the FPL show, they put us in makeup and I had a little bit of foundation on, didn't I? A little bit of concealer under the eyes. It was nice.
You look so good.
Thank you. Yes.
That's why your teeth look so white, because you'd had all this makeup on.
Goodness me, well, waffling tonight, aren't we, guys? I do apologise. The guys are here to listen to some good FPL input, not to listen to us waffling on. Right, that is our Twitter account. Go check us out. If you like the video, don't hit like yet. We haven't even spoken about anything decent yet. But once we say something that's of value, FPL-wise, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, guys. We would love you to do that. Let's check out, before we get into the games, I would like to talk about your wildcard team.
Right, now
95% of the way there.
Hang on. Who gave you my login details?
It's saved onto my computer. It's saved. Google Passwords has saved it. So at any time I want to go on and be Skullduggerous with your team, I can do. But of course, I'm absolutely not going to do that. What I'd love to hear about is your wildcard team. So this is it, as it is. How many changes do you think you're going to make to this? How do you feel about it? What's going on?
I have made 16 changes this wildcard window. So I have made full
Feels justified then. It's justified.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I have made full use of the window.
Very good. Okay.
There are 8 new players in there.
Okay. 8 new players. It doesn't...
Yeah.
Oh, I guess, yeah, okay. So Hazard, Mendy,
It's quite different.
Okay.
So the ones I'm still pondering on at the moment. So Fraser, I had Fraser in for quite a while, and I've actually taken him out again now on the basis that he didn't train this week. So this injury looks like it is potentially going to keep him out of the weekend's game. And
there's actually quite a lot of flags flying around in FPL at the minute.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking to Tom last night, so shout out to. We always do this, but we shout out one of our favourite podcasts, Who Got the Assist. If you guys haven't checked out at WGTA, I think it's _FPL, yeah, but just put in WGTA on Twitter, you will find the boys that do the Who Got the Assist pod. Tom and I went for a beer last night with our mate Aaron Boyle, who's also in the Twitter community on FPL. He was talking about the amount of... So he's used his wildcard. Tom has used his wildcard in Game Week... No, Game Week 3.
Oh, right.
And actually now it's 4. He's looking at his team. He's got Fraser, who's a doubt. He's got loads of others that are doubt. Kearney a doubt. So he actually needs another wildcard. He needs another wildcard.
Well, you see, so this was my issue with Fraser. It was like, well, I do fancy Fraser as a pick, and I have done for a couple of weeks now. I fancied getting Fraser in my wildcard. But... it doesn't appear, he wasn't in training, he's not in any of the photographs of training, so if he was there, he's not been photographed in training, so I don't think he's going to play this game week, and therefore I kind of feel like it's a bit of a waste getting him in on a wild card, and
it's a real shame, because he's a good pick, isn't he, Fraser?
It is, yeah, and it feels a bit of a shame, but I've taken him out. I've put Hughes in at the moment in replacement for him. I still haven't quite decided whether Hughes will stay or what I'll do about Fraser longer term, but that's where we are at the moment. My back line I'm fairly happy with. The other thing I haven't decided on yet is keeper options, whether I'm going to stick with Edison or whether I'm going to swap him for rotating keepers.
And Edison's had his baby, right? I think that happened a couple of days ago from what I understand. So I don't think the whole paternity rules thing counts in the Premier League. He'll be in that team on Sunday, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it was only, he'd only miss the game if he was actually having a baby, at that moment, there and there. So yeah,
imagine he gets the call at half time and you get a 1 pointer. You'd be very upset.
Oh my god, could you imagine how annoyed I'd be? Absolutely livid, wouldn't I? So I think at the moment I'm kind of thinking, well, my team looks I'm quite happy with them at the moment.
Do you think it's a potentially, don't take this the wrong way, a little bit template? There's a lot of very popular picks in there. That's why I prefixed that with "don't take this the wrong way," because I knew that I'd get that look. But for me, it's that defence. Everyone's got that defence. Edison in goal, yeah, fair enough. Salah, Hazard, yeah. More potentially still a bit of a differential, but picking up people all the time. Mitrovic, can't argue with it. I can't argue with it at all. But where's your differential? What's gonna boost you up those ranks?
Will Hughes.
Will Hughes? Who's on the bench? Yes. Brilliant. All right, good.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there are still potential moves that I could make and swaps I could do within there. But at the moment, I kind of feel like as a wildcard team, as the next sort of few weeks go, they're looking quite... I'm quite happy with them.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 City, 2 Chelsea, 2 Liverpool. Yeah, difficult to argue with it at all. Can't pick holes in it.
I think, there are some moves that I would... everyone keeps talking to me about Kane, and I would really have liked... I would have liked nothing more than to have brought in Kane during this wildcard window, but he is not... He's not quite on form at the moment, and
to say the least. Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah, to spend the money that he is in the game on him, I'd have to probably lose Aguero or lose Hazard or Salah, and those two, you just can't lose them at the moment.
Joe Finley-Badder is saying, you want Troy Deeney in there over Mitrovic. Now, he's saying that, I'm guessing, very much with his tongue in his cheek, being a Watford fan.
Joe,
but
I did have Troy Deeney last time.
I was just going to say, what happened to Deeney? Because he was in there, wasn't he, last time we spoke on a live stream?
He was, yeah. And I still... Mitrovic is still one of the positions I'm pondering, because although, Mitrovic... Clearly Mitrovic has been a great fantasy pick for the opening few game weeks of the season. A surprising fantasy pick, is fair to say. For me, he's one I'm not sure about. I mean, can he... What do you think? Can he sustain this longer term? I'm not sure myself.
I think Deeney actually looks like a totally different player this year. If you look at him, he's lost a bit of weight. He looks leaner. He's coming across, I think, a bit better in interviews. Now, I'm not Deeney's biggest fan. I think he's in that sort of Joey Barton, Jamie Vardy bracket. So, I apologise in advance to Joe, but I'm not a big Deeney fan at all. But the guy can play. There's no doubt about it. And he looks leaner, looks hungrier this year.
But what about Mitrovic? Like,
yeah, sure. Good pick, right?
Yeah, but do you think? Because for me, Mitrovic, I feel like I've put Mitrovic in my team because of what's happened in the first 4 game weeks, as opposed to a real desire to have him in my fantasy team.
Yeah, the fixtures for Fulham don't look great short term.
Exactly. So he's still one I'm pondering on.
Okay.
I just don't know. Deeney is still potential, Joe, but do I want Deeney and Fraser and Hughes? I don't think so. No offence, Joe. I don't think I want 2 Watford.
And MU Fan TV is saying Wilson is doing better than Ings. What about Callum Wilson? Didn't fancy him in there?
Not over Ings.
Not over Ings.
Over
okay.
Mitrovic potentially, yes.
Okay.
But you've got Callum Wilson, and I'm trying to not.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So this is the other thing is that whilst so I could absolutely Callum Wilson was on my shortlist, and I did really consider him. But Lee's got Callum Wilson, and I'm a bit loathed to pick too many players that are the same as you.
Okay. And Danny McDonald, thank you for joining, Danny. He's saying.